Okay, now there's another study that not many people actually are aware of this, unless you are really specializing, right, into the Chinese, shall we say, the Taoist medicine side, is not just a meridian, right? Kinh lok, gan kinh, kinh lok. The kinh lok in Cantonese is the meridian itself, right? Gan, kinh gan, that is ligaments. So now this is very important. Why? So we have this particular, now you see this pictures. They are not meridian, they are ligaments. Now, because why? Because we're exercising. So you can, if you know more what exercising will actually, so we say Dao Yin, that's why the 4,000 years Dao Yin Su is so important. I mean, when you're exercising, you stretch. Now, if you use just the word stretching, right, in English, it's good words, Dao Yin, manipulating the musculoskeletal system, right, to induce the natural body medicine, you know, the Yin, okay? So now this section, we're talking about that. Okay, so from this, the gallbladder, okay, now you can see the figure in the center, that's where the gallbladder's meridian. Now we talk about meridian now, isn't it? But on the right-hand side, yeah, those are the ligaments, right? Which is, shall we say, the meridian of the gallbladder actually running right through this blue stretch of muscle ligaments area. And this is the ligaments we have to apply properly, right, in our methodology, in our exercises. So if not, then you just wave your arms around, you don't know what you're doing. And, oh, I'm doing Qigong now, I'm doing Nai Gong now. So we can do a lot better when you understand that. Next picture, please. Yeah. Okay, so this is the liver. Okay, next picture, please. I just run through it, yeah. So this is the lung. No, okay, the lung. So on one side is the meridian, the other side is the muscle, the same thing. You can see there's quite a good, nice picture, right? Yeah, so you can actually relating to it. Next picture, please. You just go through it. Okay. Yeah. So heart, large, small intestine, right? Bladder and the kidney, pericardium, right? The three grouping. I just finished that. Yeah. Okay, so now if you just look at this, so you can see the blue strips are jin, right, or ging, right? Ging gan in Cantonese, ging gan, jin. I know it's quite near the pronunciation of Mandarin, yeah, but I'm a Cantonese, so I use ging gan ho. Okay, yeah. So this is very important. You can see now when you exercises, right, your methodology, if you want to improve or regulate your stomach, your digestive systems, your digestive system function, right, you have to Dao Yin, working on these blue ligaments, muscular layers. Okay. Now, also, before we wrap it up on this one, move on to some film. Okay. Now, because also, now, if you look at the just now with the circulations is 12, always 12 main organs. So, but why is this always 5? So you have the 5 animals, you have the 5 emotional outbursts and things like that. Okay. So what happened? What happened to the rest? So there is another registration coming through, right, throughout thousands of years. Right? The ancestor with their thousands of years experience already pinpointed, right? Now, I'm just quoting from my dissertation, right? So these are my dissertations, okay, my PhD. Okay, so what it was is they actually relating to the connection between 脏腑學, yeah. So the yin organs and the yang organs as one. So if I might just quote, right? So I start off with the spleen and the stomach, the lung and the large intestine, the kidney, right, and the bladder, right? The liver and the gallbladder, and then the heart with the small intestines. And finally is the pericardium and the three groupings, the three burners, you call it, okay? Yeah. So this is how they put together. Now, okay, so there's a 6 there, but when you talk about the pericardium and the three grouping, especially the three grouping, the upper gill, right, the upper burner, middle burner, and lower burner. So what organs actually connecting the three? So from the 9 down is our spine. So the spine actually stretch from our bottom all the way up to the head, isn't it? So this actually is, right, the connecting of the three grouping, right? So to me, that's why it's correct. If we look into the spontaneous reaction now, so I'm going to pull this theory into my clinical case study. I got 28 years of clinical case study filmed or marked down or written down. So that's how we can do more research on that. So that means, right, you can see again, the spleen and the stomach is going through, right? What happened now, if I may say, okay, when you go to, in a minute, I'll show you the pictures in the film, right? 膽同肝 is the gallbladder and the liver, right? And then the deer, the running deer, which is the spasm of the particular, all the blues muscles, right? It's a spasm. And when the spasm of that particular group of muscle, you're creating these 5 animals movements. Okay, so if we look at it from, it's already there. That's why I've done 17 years of reading this old text and I put it all together. 28 years of my hands-on, my clinical case study. Now I can put it together, pieces, all the, shall we say, the information together for us to learn more about it, the human science. So when the lung and the large intestines, right, the spasm of those 2 group of muscle, and we have the tiger. So when we have the spleen and the stomach, okay, the 2 group of muscle spasm, and we have the monkey coming out. So, and also if we have the inner heart and these small intestine groups of muscles having spasm, the birds and 5 animal birds will come out. The bladder and the kidney, so we have the bear coming out, and then obviously the heavenly pillar, okay, the pericardium, and also the 3 burner. To me, there's a cycle. There's a cycle there. So the cycle of spontaneous is the large movement and the small movement, because some small movement, I'm telling you, I capture on camera. So now over the years, if you look back in our Facebook video library, you see it. Sometimes I capture a number of patients, right, different parts of the world, and when they have and I use it for diagnosis, and you can actually see the tongue, they go like this, like that. So these are, we call small movement, isn't it? So straight away, right, because I captured 28 years of these, film, and I can combine obviously with, that's why how the PhD dissertation was put together. And then it was correct. A thousand of years of experience there has been already recorded. So stopping people from saying that, right, oh, I pay actor to do all these things. If I pay actor, I'll be bankrupt, because it's all over the world for 28 years. And now why? People say, oh, you want to earn some money. I'm teaching you free, am I? Do I charge you anything? So please, right, have a bit more, have a bit more, shall we say, open up your eyes a bit. There's a big world out there. Okay, yeah. Now, this book cover I designed, I was for my second Chinese book, my first Chinese book. You can get it in any bookstores in Hong Kong. my first English book is supposed to be printed 2 years ago, but the pandemic has stopped it. So let's wait till pandemic finish. This is my second Chinese book. It's about conscious methodology and subconscious spontaneous reactions. So now, can we have some film, please? The first film. So you will see some of my 28 years ago. The capture is a bit blurry, like I said, because this quite a while now, 28 years.
Nerve endings respond spontaneously and give rise to the 5 animals reaction. This is the tiger movement, a reaction to the cleansing of the lungs. As Shifu Shi Dilong injects his healing energy directly into the patient's spinal cord, it increases the breathing capacity and vibrations of the vocal cord. It also triggers the rapid contraction of finger muscles. The visual result is a roaring, clawing tiger or tigress. Here, Shifu Shi Dilon's healing chi energy is cleansing out all the negative energy of the kidneys. This strange reaction appears when different muscle groups along both sides of the spinal cord contract and relax. This creates the clumsiness and the tumbling actions of the big bear. When the healing chi energy enters the liver and its meridian, it triggers rapid muscular contractions of the nerve endings along the leg's energy channel. This reaction creates fast, rapid stamping leg movements, which resemble those of a running deer. It doesn't need much introduction to this weird reaction. This is the bird, which is related to the heart organ. As the heart creates emotions, people who have undergone the bird movements are subjected to very strong spiritual reactions. They all want to fly away, happily and peacefully. This is the monkey. The healing energy is flushing through the spleen and its meridian. It is very interesting to see how these people are all leaping and rolling and generally behaving like a monkey.